everybody, my name's Emma. I'm a property investor like many of you, but the reason I've been asked to come today is to talk about utility warehouse. So just before I start, we've heard lots of conversation about deposits and building up your deposits so that you can leverage the money and you can buy more properties. Who here would like to be able to save up for deposits to increase or start their property portfolio? Just by show of hands. You are in the right place. Okay, so listen to me for the next 15 minutes because here's an opportunity that you may not have thought about, and I was introduced to this opportunity through property investing. It goes hand in hand with property investing, and it's something that's available to everybody in whatever situation you're in. Who's heard of utility warehouse? Okay. So a few people, less than half of you in the room. And actually when I asked that question, I was anticipating less of you saying that. A lot of people, most people haven't heard of it. And that's brilliant news for us. Brilliant news for everybody in this room and the opportunity that exists today. So basically, I'm going to show you possibly 2 videos. It depends how often I get a sign up telling me my time is running out. So in 3 slides and 2 videos, I'm going to introduce you to an opportunity that can help you build your property portfolio. So Utility Warehouse is a large British company, and it does, for our purposes, 3 things. It helps people save money, it helps people save time, and it creates the opportunity to earn an extra income. Okay? Who's heard of the cost of living crisis, this thing that people are talking about? Put your hands up if you've heard of that going on. Do you think a company who saves people money, saves people time, and creates an opportunity to earn extra income is going to be fairly popular right now? Okay, so, and you're right, it's hugely popular. So Utility Warehouse, it's not a new company at all. It's been around since 1996, so around about 25 years. And one of the things that I really want to say about it, which I'll kind of use to relate back to in this presentation, is that right now, today, Utility Warehouse is a FTSE 250 company, okay? And a couple of years ago, they had a vision, they had a plan that within 10 years, they were going to become a FTSE 100 company. If you don't know anything about FTSEs and companies and 250s and 100s, don't worry about it. What you need to know is FTSE 100, that's well impressive. It's huge, okay? Now, what's happened, 3 circumstances that are beyond all of our control in here, and beyond anyone's control, is that 10-year plan has suddenly been reduced to 3 years. Within 3 years, it is predicted that Utility Warehouse will be a FTSE 100 company. So the growth of that company is absolutely huge, and it's happening right now. It's right on the bottom of that curve right now, okay? And that's why the opportunity for us as property investors is here now, and that's why I've been asked to share this opportunity right now, okay? So, Utility Warehouse, basically what they do, and somebody's going to sort of describe this much better than I can. You might have heard of him. Who's heard of Ben Fogle? He is the new brand ambassador. He's recently taken over from Joanna Lumley. Some people said that Joanna Lumley was a little bit too old. I think that's really quite offensive. But one of the good things about Ben Fogle is his link to the Green Initiatives, and UW is very good with their Green Initiative. So rather than me talking, let's just listen to Ben because he's much more articulate than me, and this is the basics of what UW is.
I've discovered UW, a home services provider who does things a little differently. They make switching easy, and the more services you take, the more you save.
Hey, Charlie.
From Great Value Broadband. Energy for your home. Mobile SIMs with unlimited data. And insurance for the things that matter most. And every time you use your UW cashback card, the savings you make come straight off your bill. That's all your home services in one simple bill, saving you money and time, freeing you up for the more important things in life.
Okay, so that's a very, very basic explanation of what utility warehouse is. Now, of course, that's not going to get you to your deposits any quicker just by saving money on your bills, is it? Let's be honest, okay? I'm a customer of Utility Warehouse, and so is Ben Fogel, and I can say that it does do exactly what it is on the tin. But I want to talk to you about the third part of what this company does. Remember, this is a company that saves people money, it saves people time, and it helps them to create an extra income in their spare time, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about now. So again, I'm going to leave that part to Ben to talk about, and it's called Becoming a Partner with UW. You had a sneak preview there at the other slide, which is a really important slide.
I'm on a journey to find out what makes UW different. UW is a home services provider that helps people save time and money. But what you might not know is that people actually earn with them by simply introducing others to UW. They're called partners. But who are they and what do they do? I'm going to meet a few to find out. Why did you become a UW partner?
I heard about Utility Warehouse and about the opportunity to become a partner, and it matched the exact earnings that I was losing, which was £1,400 a month. With just 4 customers a month, I would earn the same.
So you can choose your own hours?
Oh, completely. Yeah, there's no set hours, there's no expectations. That's the best thing about it. It's totally my business, and particularly for my family, my son Joshua is autistic, so after school's a really key time, and Utility Warehouse enables me to do that.
So Jogger, I'm meeting various UW partners to understand how it has impacted positively on family life. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Actually, UW's changed our life massively. 6 years ago, we had our first child through IVF, and that was funded through the hours I worked with UW.
How does this work lifestyle compare to your previous work lifestyle?
Obviously, thoroughly enjoyed my time in the police. A lot of commitment, a lot of hours, but not necessarily the work-life balance. And what being a partner with the UW has allowed us to do is to enjoy the other side of working hard, but also enjoying the benefit of time.
So, here's a little story for you. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Liverpool. There's a big training event. It was a voluntary training event, but I thought to go anyway. And it was put on, or it was delivered by a gentleman called Jimmy. He used to be a policeman. He's from Liverpool, and he joined Utility Warehouse 15 years ago. At the time he joined, his wife was an air hostess. He was, as I say, a policeman and had a young family, so they were a busy, busy family. Somebody gave him pretty much this presentation, and they said, "Do you like the sound of that, Jimmy?" And he went, "Yeah, that sounds all right, I'll give it a go." And that was 15 years ago. So what he did is he started out the first 5 years, he focused on this part up here, and kind of, as and when he wanted to, he would sign some customers up. And for it was a bit different then, to be fair. The commission was nothing like this at all. When he signed a customer up, he got an upfront payment, and that, he could see that building up in his bank. That was very nice. And eventually it started kind of challenging where he was at as a police officer. What he and his wife then realised is, hang on a minute, that's all very nice, but there's something else going on here as well. And this is the bit that's important to us, because this happens with Utility Warehouse. Okay? So cast your mind back to about 40 minutes ago when Chris said, when I asked people why do you want to be a property investor, and he put a list up of why people want to be a property investor. It was pretty much this list, wasn't it? Creating that legacy, creating time, having a passive income, all of those things there, which is why Utility Warehouse works so well with property investors and people who are involved in property. Okay? It helps you reach the same goals, and it can do it an awful lot quicker, especially when you combine them. So Jimmy sat down after 5 years and he thought, well, what's actually going on here? And what he didn't particularly realise, that as well as the upfront income, his bank account was going up every single month. So landlords, just put your hands up. Do you put your rents up every month to give yourself a little pay rise? Absolutely not. Okay. Who in this room had a pay rise last month?
I did for my normal job.
Perfect. Who had a pay rise the month before that as well? Nobody. Who would like a pay rise every month? Come on, seriously, who would like a pay rise every single month? Okay, and that's what Jimmy realised was happening here. So he suddenly started realising that every month his pay was going up, and it wasn't actually due to this. So what he was starting to create, and the beauty of UW, is it gives you something that a lot of property investors start aspiring to, which is, you may have heard of this term, multiple streams of income. If COVID has taught us anything, it is about the importance of getting yourself into a situation where you have multiple streams of income. It is also really important, and a lot of us inspire, that at least some of those multiple streams of income are passive and reoccurring. In other words, you do the work once and you continue to get paid for it. And that's what he noticed was going on here after 5 years. And he thought, this is pretty cool. I'm not working any harder. Sometimes I put some effort into this and sometimes I don't. But this keeps going up. What is going on here? Why does it keep going up? Okay. So what UW offers you is this opportunity of financial security. So let's just fast forward to now, or a couple of weeks ago, when I went to that presentation by Jimmy. So 15 years he's been in the business. Have a guess. Let's play nearest the ball. What do you think his passive monthly income is from UW?
8,500.
Perfect. But no. Somebody else. Have another guess. Passive monthly income. Monthly. 15 years. He will admit he did work hard for a little bit of that. 20. Lovely number. Who would like £20,000 passive income every month? Put your hand up if that would be superb. £35,000 is his passive income. Now, the reason that I'm here to talk to you today, and the reason that I told you about the FTSE 250 and FTSE 100, is because it took him 15 years to achieve that. The business is on a phenomenal growth curve. Okay, I asked you who's heard about the crisis of living. People need help. Okay, people need to reduce their bills. There's no two ways about it. We are all feeling the crunch. How about being in a position where you can help those people and you can make some money for yourself while you're doing it? Most people, not only do they need to save money, but they need to make a little bit of extra money just to maintain the standard that they were about 12 months ago. Okay, so that growth curve to get to FTSE 100 in just 3 years' time means that the opportunities are absolutely phenomenal. So instead of taking 15 years to earn that type of income, it is predicted that that will be halved by 50%. So who would like, in let's say 2 or 3 years, to have £1,000 or £2,000 or £5,000 passive income to help them with the deposits per month? Who would that help to grow your property portfolio? If you had £5,000 passive income, who would help? Who would that help? Just show your hands if that's useful to you. So, I've just about finished my presentation. We're going to go to a break. So just show me your hands again if you put your hand up then. Show me your hand if you have, keep your hand up. If you put your hand up at any other time during the presentation, put your hand up again. You guys need to come and see me. We're going to go into a break, which Chris will just tell you about. But if this looks like it can help you build your property portfolio a lot quicker, it can provide you that income, it can provide you, it's growing an asset, and it is a willable asset. So if you're doing it for legacy reasons, to free yourself up to run quite nicely with your property business, you need to come and see me. And I'm going to make it really easy for you. During your break, there's a massive purple tablecloth there. I will wait there so you know where to find me. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.